Welcome at Octopus. Our Kyocera printer P2040 uses the cartridges TK-1160. For this toner cartridge we would like to present to you a simple way to refill this toner cartridge with toner powder and how to install a new chip on the cartridge itself. Our first idea was to use the original fill port on the toner cartridge for filling in the new toner powder. Unfortunately, the plug that is closing that fill port cannot be removed that easily. The bonding between the plug and the cartridge housing is very strong. Removing that plug by brute force is going to lead to problems when you try to seal that opening properly after filling in the toner powder. Close to the original fill port there is located the cartridge toner chip. This toner chip on the TK-1160 cartridge is responsible for identifying the cartridge towards the printer and messaging the page yield information. Another feature of that cartridge located on the bottom side is the toner port. This port is closed by a sliding lid and it opens when the cartridge is installed into the printer. With this port we also had the idea to use an already existing opening to fill in the new toner powder. But when you take a look in that opening you can see that the toner feeder roller is directly located in that port. This roller transports the toner powder from the inside of the toner cartridges to the toner port and finally into the printer. At the same time it also prevents us from filling toner here. Due to these facts we have decided to make our own port for filling in the new toner powder. This port we will melt in this corner in the upper part of the cartridge housing. To do so we use a modified soldering iron. This tool is available at Octopus and it is equipped with a brass part which creates a round opening that perfectly fits the size of our funnels used for filling in the new toner powder. When the soldering iron and the attached brass part is heated up you can grab the tool and place the brass part on the part of the cartridge housing where you would like to melt the opening in. The advantage of melting the fill port into the cartridge is that it is free of shavings. For example, if you use drilling to create the opening, there's the danger that shavings fall into the cartridge. Such shavings can cause problems and damages if they are mixed with the new toner powder inside the cartridge and go to other areas of the printer during printing. The next step in refilling our TK-1160 toner cartridge is to get rid of the residual toner remaining in our toner cartridge. We strongly recommend to do that step outside. In most of the cases it will be the case that you are not in possession of a vacuum cleaner that is suitable for toner powder. Here you can see another advantage of creating the fill port in the corner of the cartridge housing. You can simply pour out the remaining toner using that fill port. Please do not use a normal household vacuum cleaner to clean out the waste toner from the toner cartridge. The filters in a normal household vacuum cleaner are not capable of holding back the fine dust toner particles. When these fine particles are sucked into the cleaner's electrical motor it might explode. The toner cartridge is empty now and here you can see that the fill port and our funnel for filling in the toner powder fit together very well. To fill the new toner powder in our toner cartridge we open the security closure on our toner powder bottle and mount the funnel on it. So what is a good way to fill the toner powder into the toner cartridge, as the toner powder is quite solid in the toner bottle at the beginning. For filling the toner into the cartridge we use a special characteristic of the toner powder. When shaking up the toner inside the bottle, the toner's flow characteristic changes. It almost behaves like a fluid and can be poured into the cartridge through our created fill port. Okay, thanks for your patience so far with the theory. Now we would like to fill our new toner into our TK-1160 toner cartridge. To coordinate the positioning of the fill port against the funnel on the toner bottle, we hold the cartridge in one hand and the bottle with the other hand. Please make sure to press the funnel into the fill port tightly during the whole filling procedure. This way you can prevent that toner powder is leaking out from the fill port. Tilt the cartridge from side to side during filling and bump it on the working area carefully. This shakes up the toner powder in the bottle and distributes the toner inside the cartridge. Here we use the same method as before when demonstrating the toner's flow characteristic. You can check against the light that the bottle has been emptied completely and all toner has been poured into the Kyocera toner cartridge. Please be careful when separating the toner bottle from the filled cartridge. The refill toner has been filled in completely and we position the cartridge on our working area to close the fill port. We recommend to use fabric tape for that purpose, as this kind of tape is resistant towards heat, at least up to the amount of heat that is inside a laser printer. The piece of tape that we have prepared is sized so that it can cover the fill port and its surroundings on the upper side of the cartridge housing properly. Make sure to press the tape on the surface firmly. This ensures that the fill port is sealed leak-proof. The size of our piece of tape also allows us to fold the tape around the side walls of the corner where the fill port is located in. The tape should be flat on the surface everywhere. This avoids difficulties when installing the cartridge back into the printer. The shown way to create and close the fill port is very simple, and it supports to access the port for following refills. Next step is to replace the old toner chip with the new alternative chip. We have already cut off the little plastic parts that retain the chip on the cartridge. Keep in mind how the chip is aligned on the cartridge. It helps to fix the old chip on the cartridge in the same way as the new chip needs to be in the holder. For fixing the new alternative chip on the cartridge we use super glue. We apply 4 small glue dots, 1 on each of the points where the chip sits on. Pay attention to that the circuits on the chip's back stay free from that glue. Therefore, please use as few glue as possible. A good way to start the installation of the new chip in the holder is to set the chip with its lower edge on the lower resting points first and then tilt it in the holding position that the upper edge meets the upper resting points. Now you will see that we have done it differently from our suggestion, but in the end everything turned out well and we were able to correct the chip to the correct position. There are a couple of safety measures when it comes to handling chips on toner cartridges or also on inkjet cartridges. Chips are sensitive, for example, towards static charges, so do not touch the electrical contacts and the circuits on such chips. The toner is in and the chip is on the cartridge. We can go to our Kyocera ECOSYS P 2040 and set the refill TK-1160 toner cartridge back into its place. We recommend to have at least 2 original Kyocera TK-1160 cartridges available. So you are able to switch to a fresh, already refilled cartridge when one toner cartridge runs empty. You can keep on printing and refill the empty cartridge at a time that is convenient for you. The cartridge is clicked into its position and the covers on the printer have been closed. Right after installation you can see on the printer's display that the printer is ready to work. That means that the recognition of the cartridge was successful. Thank you very much for your time and thank you very much for watching. In case you have remaining questions or you would like to give feedback to us, please do not hesitate to contact us, either by email or using the comment function below the video. Maybe you think our instruction provides some value to you. We would appreciate your rating by the thumb in the upwards direction. You also can consider to subscribe to our YouTube channel, then you will be informed about our future video uploads.